Hey, this is Carlton Lewis, and on this video, we're going to talk about 10 really simple sources of content for your blog or any social media campaign. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Carlton Lewis coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, I wanted to put together a real quick video. I learned something from the master blogger, millionaire blogger, Ray Higdon last night, and it was about 10 simple sources of content to attract people to you and your business. And I want to run through those 10 real quick and throw my own spin on them, so you will never have to worry about content again, because I've used every single one of these 10 sources. All right, so let's go ahead and get it started. Let's see here. Number one is books. Books. There's all kind of content in books. I do a lot of conference calls, host a lot of conference calls in the morning, and a lot of times I get information from books that I've read, that I just have laying around. Sometimes I may just pick up the book, thumb through it, pick up a topic, boom, and then I have content. All right, and you can use this content for your blog, for your Instagram posts, Facebook, whatever. But think about it. Books have all sorts of information in it, and it just depends on what your niche is, what you want to use the content for. So number one is books. Number two is coaching calls, and that's just like conference calls, and it's the same way. As a student, you're going to learn some things from from what's going on the conference call, and you also learn some things as the teacher as well. So coaching calls are a great way to generate content for your blog, Facebook, whatever, wherever you want to post your content up at. Coaching calls are a great way to do it. Let's go to the next thing. I'm going to see if I can move this over. I'm having fun with this. I just got this thing here, so I like to be transparent. So it's kind of freaking me out on that side over there. So I want to straighten that out for you. Now, the third way is live events. Live events. I took a ton of notes this past year from live events, and I use those notes for content. I do. And one of the things that that Ray talked about last night about content was, when you're taking notes, two ways of taking notes is what can you implement and what can you use to help somebody else. Like, how can you use this content? And those are the ways that he talked about taking notes for content. So live events, like I've been to a couple of 2-day live events this year where just all kind of content was shared for my target market, and I just take that content and I repurpose it, just like this. I repurpose this information that you're getting here. So live events, take it, repurpose it, give credit to the person that you got it from, and then use it and put it up on your blog. Webinars. I get a lot of content from webinars, and all it takes is just one idea to change your life, and you don't need a whole lot of content to make a big difference. You just have to be consistent, and webinars offer a plenty of content for your business and attract people to you. Got all kind of notes, and if you are hosting webinars yourself, that's a great way to just to generate content as well. Podcasts offer a great source of content as well. Like I said, you can go to SoundCloud and look up podcasts. You can go to iTunes, look up podcasts. You can go to Podcastomatic and look up podcasts. There's no shortage of podcasts on the internet where you can generate content for your specific market. So get the content from the podcast, write it down, take your notes on it, and then make it your own. Like I said, repurpose it. There's no shortage of content online. What about articles? Articles are a great way to get content. I create articles from articles, and the content is never ending, where you can just go online and Google something, and an article will pop up a blog post or whatever, and you could just take that information, repurpose it, and now you've made some content. There should be no excuse once again for content. S- let's just say you didn't have a dime, you didn't even have access to the internet. Guess what? The library and the bookstore are public places where you can go and get content. I remember when I was learning the music business, I would go to Barnes and Nobles and get one of their books on, the books that they had in stock on the music business, and I would sit on one of their couches or one of their chairs and just take notes profusely about learning the music business. And those notes helped me become successful in that business. I learned how to build my own record label just by going through things like that. I learned how to start a publishing company by doing just that. Same thing with your content. Go to the library, it's free. Go to the bookstore, it's free. Grab a book, sit down, take notes. Money should be no excuse when you've got free resources just like this. Past notes. I told you about all of the webinars and seminars that I've gone to. I always take notes, and I could just go and grab notes right now from notebooks that I've had, and I could come up with some topics of content. It's really, really easy to come up with content. I promise you guys. If people say, well, I don't know what to talk about, look at your past notes. If you've taken notes, just like Ray Higgins said, taking notes, what can you implement? And also, how can you use this information to help somebody? There it is. It's right there, your past notes. And what's so funny is Ray Higgins calls your notes uncashed checks, notes that you haven't used to create content, uncashed checks. How many uncashed checks do you have laying around in your house? Now, this is a little bonus. If you're a part of My Lead System Pro, they have what's called system campaigns where you can get information. They're basically training webinars. You can get all kinds of information from these training webinars, and I get this information all the time. Like I said, there is no shortage of content. If you don't know what to talk about after watching these 10 steps, these 10 really cool sources, simple sources to get content, then you're just not trying. Seriously. My Lead System Pro has system campaigns, and they also have product campaigns where they have training where professional 6 and 7 figure marketers have come on and talked about whatever it is that their specialty is. It could be Instagram, it could be Google Plus marketing, it could be Facebook marketing, it could be YouTube, it could be anything, it could be webinars. Whatever kind of marketing channel, they have it. They talk about recruiting. They got all kinds of stuff on there to help you build your business. So you can take this content, repurpose it, make it your own, and boom, you've got content for your blog, Facebook, your Twitter campaigns, Instagram campaigns, whatever. You've got it. Video campaigns, whatever. You've got it. So here it is. Those were the 10 really simple sources to get content for your blog or whatever social media you're going to use. And if you got some value out of it, leave a comment below in the box, wherever you see the box, whether it's above or below or whatever. Leave a comment in the box, and we'll see you on the next video. Once again, this is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, aka the Health Ambassador, coming to you live and direct from Atlanta, Georgia. Still the Southeast Beast, the Conquering Chief, Your Highness, the Finest Prosperity Don #1, and this video is a wrap. Have a great day.